Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making a cute Candyland inspired hair bow, and it's all because of these two ribbons. They just happen to pop out of the craft bin and say, "Make me." So that is what we are going to do today. I've got this cute candy ribbon. It's got candies, ice creams, bubble gum, lollipops, gumdrops, you name it. The cuteness is on this ribbon, and it reminds me of Candyland, the board game. And look at this coordinating block print ribbon. Does this not look like the Candyland board? Awesome, I love it. And they go so well together. We're going to be making a 10 loop pinwheel with tails today. Very, very simple. You'll need your ribbons, and I'm going to be using two different print ribbons. I'm actually working with my 4-inch template today. Of course, I've got rulers, scissors, lighters, glue gun, you name it, I've got it. And let's get started. Okay, the main part of the ribbon is going to be an 8-loop pinwheel. And I'm going to be using 47 inches of this candy print ribbon because it's going to be the main part. And I'm also going to be using my 4-inch template, so this is going to be 4 inches in width. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and heat seal both ends of my ribbon because I'm not going to be using either end for a tail this time. Alright, so I'm going to take my template in hand, and again, this is actually something that I picked up at Walmart in the craft section. It's plastic and it works awesome for a hair bow template. Alright. Let me get the right side. Alright, so I'm just going to put the end of my ribbon right there at the end of the template. Now, if I was making a bow with tails, of course, we would leave 1/2 inch to 1 inch hanging over, but I'm not. So, I'm going to go right there at the end. And again, you can use some alligator pinch clips if you need help holding it to your template. Alright, so I'm just going to wrap it and form the first loop, and then we're just going to keep going until I have 4 loops on each side. So just wrap your ribbon around your template, and that will do it. See, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to trim this excess. Alright, so we're going to gently pull this template off, and you're going to hold it in the middle, and you're just going to come along and crease right there in the middle, and I just do about 3 to 4 nice creases. There it is, creased. Now you need to secure this with your thread of choice. It has been secured. Now you can just fan your loops out. Make sure everything is nice and even on both sides. Go ahead and clip that little tail, and you can trim it down as far as you need to. I'm just going to glue it behind this top loop so I can't see it once we get the bow together. Alright, pinwheel portion is complete. Toss it to the side. Now you're going to want to trim up your other print ribbon, and I am going to be using 2 pieces, and I clip these about 12 to 14 inches in length. Depending on how long you want your tails to be, you can go longer, you can go shorter. I just do about 14 inches, and then if I want to trim, I can always trim. But yeah, 14 inches is a pretty good size. Alright, so I'm going to fold one in half and give it a nice crease, just so I know where that middle is. I'm going to crease the middle, just like that. Now I'm going to take my pinwheel and I'm going to attach it to the bottom middle, right there. Just gonna attach it with a little bit of thread. So now we'll have tails down here at the bottom. Okay, see, now your bow has a couple of tails. Alright, now we're going to take the other piece, I'm going to fold it in half, just like before. I'm going to find the middle, I'm going to crease it, and then I'm going to take the top of my pinwheel and I'm going to do the exact same thing right there in the middle. I'm going to attach it with a little bit of thread. Now we're going to have 2 sticking out of the top, 2 sticking out of the bottom. Alright, there you have it. Just kidding. I'm not going to leave you with these tentacles at the top. Okay, so once you have your bottom and your top tails put on, go ahead and place your barrette on your hair bow. Just trust me, you'll want to do this part first. Alright, now we're going to come up to the top, these top 2 pieces. What I'm going to do is I'm going to form 2 more loops. So this is actually going to be a 10 loop hair bow with 2 tails. Alright, so you can either do this one of 2 ways. You can make your 2 loops look identical to your other pinwheels over here. See, right there in the middle. But what I like to do is I like to twist mine and make them a little loopier for these top 2 up here. So to do that, you're going to just cross the ribbons in the back. Just make an X and twist them, of course. See, I just made a little X. I crossed the 2 ribbons and twisted them a little bit, and then when you turn them over, they will be slightly twisted at the top. They're going to be more twistier, is that a word? Once I spray them. And I want them to be slightly taller than my pinwheels, if that makes sense. Alright, so go ahead and cross them over, do a little twist if you want them loopy, and then we are going to glue them in place. So just glue one on top of the other back here. See the X? And then we're going to trim the excess ribbon right here and heat seal. And if you want them just like your others, just put them together and make sure they're even with your other loops. This one's not wanting to be even. And of course you'll want to just come behind each other and put a little bit of glue. And see how I crisscrossed each one and just glued them right here at the top? Then you flip it over and we've got those 2 loops and they're somewhat twisted. I'm going to spray them and they're going to be even more twisted once I'm finished. Alright, now we are going to work on these bottom tails, and all of that entails for the tails is just a little trim, and that's going to depend totally on you. I'm going to go ahead and wait on this one to dry. I did spray it with Stiff and Quick so it would make my loops stay loopy. And of course this one is just the straight pinwheel loop. There it is, going down the center. I just think this gives the cute little bow a different look to it. It just, I don't know, I just like the fun middle. It just, especially when you put like a different print right there in the middle, it looks like it just supposed to be all together. But what they don't know is that it's actually 2 pieces. Alright guys, but that's going to wrap it up for today's video. Leave me a comment down below. Tell me what you would like to see next, and I'll see you in the next video.